college ministry, uniquely in itself, has the capacity to change an entire city. Because it is the launching pad from which people graduate and they go into every element of society, to every profession. And that if we can win them over there and empower them, the entire city, the kingdom of the Lord here can really be transformed.
The thing that I love about Living Mission in California is people are just so radical here. If we harness their radicality for Jesus Christ, what can we do to the world?
Paradigm Missions is really just a continuation to help continue to grow what's already been happening at SDSU. We are a Catholic missionary apostolate that serves on college campuses. Young adults give 2 years of their life to evangelize, discipleship, work with Newman Centers on college campuses in San Diego.
So that's the beautiful thing about Paradigm Missions, is that it's forming and giving the opportunity to send these apostles out onto the campuses. It's on fire. That is, it wants to take these campuses over for Christ, giving to the church, giving to these campuses as many people as possible. That's going to make a huge impact here in San Diego for sure. There is a thirst for truth. There's a thirst for Christ. There's a thirst even before that for something solid, something that says, hey, this is who you are. This is why you're here. This is where you're headed.
Students are not here and lost in the college culture. It's because they're longing for something and they want to fill the God hole with whatever. And then students that come here and they realize that they've been doing that, and they're like, oh, it's a God hole, then I need to fill it with God.
I remember coming in and just I snuck in the back, sat on the back left, and just sitting there, Jesus was in the Eucharist, and I just had this profound realization that this was everything I've been looking for.
We don't just want to build students up to go out anywhere, send them back into San Diego to build it up stronger and stronger, to really reach every single person in this city.
Our holistic approach to college ministry is to also set up an off-ramp that's actually an on-ramp. So an off-ramp out of college ministry that's an on-ramp into hopefully a healthy and thriving Catholic life after college.
Paradigm has been great at is I've really gotten to dive into community life. I've gotten to meet families. I've gotten to go to prayer groups where I've met men who I've become really close with. I've gotten to meet couples who I just admire, and the ways they raise their families, the way that they love each other. Honestly, it's aided me in my process in discerning marriage and what I'm going to be doing.
It just really has opened up the doors for me to recognize that the Lord has a great plan for me, and His plan is what's going to bring me the greatest joy. So if it is religious life, then why should I be afraid of it? And if it's not religious life, then why should I be afraid of discerning it if it's only going to bring me closer to Him? The pursuit of my own vocation, it's given me a greater freedom because I've come to see the goodness of what well lived out community looks like and how it's possible.
Really the long game here is these missionaries and these community college students who will then begin to affect our parishes, our diocese, and our city itself. And 20, 30, 40 years from now, we see our missionary alums who, for a year or two of their life, lived daily holy hours, went to daily mass, lived the sacraments, learned mission, learned how to really share their faith and live it in a radical way.
The students are becoming more and more bold in saying that you are made for more than what you are living right now. We're having atheists show up at our adoration event. We're having people share with us after 2 years, they actually want to get baptized.
When you have a person in front of you who's telling you about their own testimony, how they've encountered Christ and how it's changed them, that's the most impactful and powerful way to share the gospel.
I don't like the young people being called the future of the church, because I think they're not the future, they're the present of the church. For bishops to see that the church is live and well, especially within our young people, it's it just gives us hope.
I've felt very blessed over the past 6 years to have a front row seat to watching all the Lord has done on this revival of college campuses here in San Diego. And this Abundant Harvest campaign is really just seeking to rise to what's already happening, to rise to that fruit, and also to seek more. Some give by going, and some go by giving. If I could be so bold as to encourage you to enter in to be laborers yourself by giving the fruit of your labors and contributing to this campaign, so that we can truly bring about the abundant harvest that the Holy Spirit is desiring to bring here in San Diego.